Madden Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31, here's second down and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Go. Nice shot. Returned it. Set up.
Jackson now. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman from 8 yards out. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Watson. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Here's Watson. Steps away to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Fake of the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 6.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hey! Middle! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up!
Here's Jackson to throw. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Alpha, sit up! 180! It's hot! 180! What is hot?
Jackson from the shotgun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
Here's Watson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up
Good shit, bro.
Making a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Across midfield, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Jackson. Completed to Hyatt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quez Watkins, 32 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion left, Flowers. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Hyatt has got it. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A first down carry for Henry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now 2nd and 9.
Go. Ready, shot. Set up.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, 26 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And they'll keep They've leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. A give running right is Mitchell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to. And the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A give here to Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Watson now to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
BC, ready?
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.